What's up, everyone?
Hi, everybody.
Is it morning? Where is everybody? Quebec, there we go. Let's see where everybody's from here. Because
it is morning.
It is morning. It's morning someplace. We're actually one band member short. Brian, the cellist, got stuck in Birmingham and couldn't make it in time for this because he had a gig there last night. Switzerland, look at this. It's afternoon there.
Everybody's awake, yeah.
Everybody's awake. London, look at that. Chattanooga, Scotland. What's up, Kevin? Pittsford, representing Rochester, New York there. The Netherlands, we got it. We got Singapore, late there. Subi, what's up, Subi? Okay, for Russia, Basel, what's happening? So for those of you that don't know the legendary Carmen and Brian, they used to be in a band called I-9 back in the early part of the 21st century, literally. And I've been talking about them on my other channel a lot, not on this channel really. I think I told the story in one of my videos of their band. They were in a band back that started really when they were in high school, and then they moved to Atlanta in 2004, put the band back together. It was really three of them to start. It was Carmen, Brian, and Brian. The other Brian, this Brian plays guitar, and the other Brian plays cello and guitar. And they're the only band I ever signed to a production deal. They're the only band that I ever believed in enough. No offense to any people.
He loves me.
I love them. They're the only band that I ever believed in enough to sign to a production deal. So anyways, they got signed to they had a massive bidding war for their band where they got 7 record deal offers from all major labels. And this went on for, what's up, Brett? Renzo? This went on for probably the course of about 2 months or so. They got courted by every major record label, taken out every night for $1,000 dinners, begging them to sign. I got called by Cameron Crowe. They did the closing credits of his movie Elizabethtown, closing credits song.
And we were kids from a relatively, lower middle class, maybe, and so it was a huge deal for us at that time. That's crazy that even happened to us.
So all this happened because I was working with Trey Anastasio from Fish. I had Carmen sing on a song of his when he wasn't there in the studio, and I had given him $20 and told him, have Shalom, who was the sound guy at this club, Eddie's Attic, they were doing a Battle of the Bands, have him record your set, and so that we can hear. We'd been doing pre-production for a few months, and have him record your set. So they brought the recording up. Carmen sang on one of Trey's songs. He freaked out. He wanted Carmen to sing on every song in the on the record. And then we ended up going to New York, and I had meetings with major labels, and they said, so I was meeting with the president of Universal at the time, ironically, and he says, so is there any band that you're working with, Rick? And I said, yeah, I've got this band I-9 that I signed to a production deal. He said, whoa, really? Because I had a bunch of bands get record deals that I'd signed. He said, what do they sound like? And I said, and I hadn't even really listened to the CD. I said, well, I got a live board tape here.
That we almost didn't purchase.
That they almost didn't purchase, $20. And I said, here, put on one of the songs. And he just put it on, and he was blown away. And he said, this is amazing. So, of course, I was meeting with other, and that was Jellyfish, who was, Shalom was out with Jellyfish, was their sound guy for years. And he was doing sound. I knew it was going to sound good because they are phenomenal live, and Shalom does an amazing job recording his live board tapes. So anyways, so then I met with the president of Columbia Records. I met with the president of blah, blah, blah. And everybody was blown away. Can I publish this demo? Well, I'm going to play some demos actually here. I'm going to play you a song. Some of you that watch my second channel have heard some of their music. I'm going to play a few songs, a few of their songs, and then they're going to play after. But I'm going to play just so you can kind of get a feel for those of you that don't know I9. You can get a feel for what they were like and what record labels signed a band with no drummer, with a cello, acoustic guitar, and singer, and a bass player. We won't talk about him. But I'm going to play you something here. So this is a song called I'll Be There. This is from back in 2005. So here we go. Hold on. I have to do this. Hold on. I got to turn that up. Go back to here. And here we go.
Nothing to hold on and go. I feel so alone. Gone for money and you're gone for love. You won't be alone, 'cause I'll be there. I'll be there. I sent home. You got nowhere to go. Better give me your God and give me something to show. You won't be alone, 'cause I'll be there. I'll be there. You're so preoccupied by the simple life. Yeah, I know where to run to. I know where to go. You're so preoccupied by the simple lies, but I'll be there. I'll be there. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile, make me smile. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile, make me smile. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile, make me smile. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile, make me smile. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile, make me smile. What can I do? Pictures of you still make me smile to go. You're never alone.
So the deal was that, so they got courted by every major record label. They got offered this massively big deal, but unfortunately, the label they signed with, and the A&R guy that we won't mention, was a complete idiot. And as soon as they signed the deal, he tried to change the band and make him do all this stuff. We're not going to really talk about all that. But I mean, it was really the beginning of the. It was as bad of a story as you'll hear. I mean, it's just kind of what used to happen occasionally. I mean, bands that were successful back in the old days would be successful really out of luck, essentially, because you can have all the talent in the world, and if somebody, it's really the egos that get involved with the A&R people. that want to make the thing their own instead of letting the bands be what they are. And that was kind of that's kind of what happened with the band. Now, you guys want to talk about kind of how you guys met in school? You guys have known each other.
Yeah.
When do you remember meeting me?
I think around soccer back when we were 6 or 7, Carmen and I were friends from early childhood through elementary school, middle school, high school. We our parents were actually many times mistaken as together in elementary school because they both volunteered at elementary school. So we were very close growing up. Yeah, and it was we just
I feel
kind
like
of
I've
natural.
known Brian forever. Like,
Well, that's pretty much forever,
Yeah.
Carmen.
I mean,
6.
yeah, I think
6 or
I mean it's
7?
definitely 6-ish. What soccer team were you on?
The earliest was the Roughnecks,
Yeah, okay.
and then I was on.
I was on the Soccers, so we
Okay,
played
yeah.
against each other. But we've been in class together since we were 6 or 7. Yeah.
So I had asked Carmen yesterday about how she got her blues inflections on the other channel. We talked about this, but why don't you talk about that? Because I never thought about that until I went back and listened to these.
I wish that there was a definitive moment or something that happened that I could say, oh, this is why I sing like this. But aside from my parents both being singers and my dad and mom singing, we went to a predominantly African American school. We were the minority, but I loved singing in the choir, and those choirs are such belting choirs. I feel like that really influenced my belting notes and also the jazzy, bluesy, gospel type of a background. We sang a lot of, just gospel hymns, and it was a really good influence,
Miss Mac
that I
in
can
middle
reflect.
school.
Yeah, it was Miss Mac. Yeah, exactly.
I remember first seeing you sing in like 6th grade. The first time I realized Carmen could sing, I'm like, shit, she can sing pretty good.
Yeah, it was Miss Mac. Miss Mac took me out of the choir. So there was me and this one other girl. Her name was Angela, and she would give us like solos. And so there's this little white girl, and I would sing, and I don't know. I think she kind of Miss Mac gave me my start. I mean, I don't know.
Go Orangeburg! Look at that.
Oh, that's
But they do like
wow.
OW.
What is that?
It's like
OW.
that was what you used to do when you were
We
in
went.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
school.
kind of school we went to, Rick.
Nice.
Like in the mornings. It's not like hi everybody.
It's like get through the metal
Yeah,
detector.
you shake and you nod your head. Walk through the metal detector and then morning. What's up?
So just a little backstory though about how during this whole thing, once I played this demo, this live board tape for about 5 major label presidents. The next week, all these people started showing up where at the place I used to live. I had this loft, and the band performed, and there would be limos that would pull up at 12 in the afternoon, and then 4 in the afternoon, and people would come in, be the head of A&R of Warner Brothers, the head of A&R at Atlantic Records, the head of A&R at Columbia Records, the head of A&R at Atlantic Records, and they would come in.
I remember thinking, I hope we get a record deal. And I remember Rick being like, Carmen, it's not I hope you get a record deal. It's like, which one do you want? I mean, it was just absolutely
You could
crazy.
just tell the response from people. And they did about 25 showcases, okay? And these these are just demos that I played on here with maybe with some vocal overdubs at the end. But this is Carmen's one pass. That was her thing. It was always one pass on the vocal. I'm gonna play another song right now. I see Chris just said Airplane. This is called If the Room Could Move. So let's check this out. This was another one from back. This is another one of the live
It should have been
demos.
titled Airplane, Chris.
Should have been titled Airplane. So check this out. Here we go.
What if all the rest was over? Had to catch a ride on the leaving at 9. Yeah, goodbye. And what if all the sign was easy? Got caught in the lines, and you know the timing is different. Ooh, hadn't caught our lives in the speeding device, so too high. And what if all the signing was easy? Got caught in the lines, and you know that ain't easy. If the room could move like an aeroplane and take us a bit far away from here. If the room could move like on a ceiling wings to a place that's far away and safe. And calling to the constellations, a wish to make the situation lighter. As if the room could move like an airplane and take me up and far away from here. And if the room could move like on a ceiling wings and to a place that's far away and safe. Yeah, if the room could move like an aeroplane and take me up and far away from here. And if the room could move like on a ceiling wings to a place that's far away from here.
So,
I like this. That's funny. He says the little drums here and there.
so the fact that that people, I mean, this is pre. I always tell Carmen this is pre Adele by a few years. I mean, Carmen, the band. I mean, this should have been done just like this, in a totally organic way, acoustic, and. And frankly, most of the labels that we had talked to wanted to do that, except for the one that they signed with.
Everybody said, "Well, we want to keep you just the way you are."
Right. Well, they always say
Everybody.
that, so but the reality is that that people want to have because of their egos. That's the beauty of the internet now, is that you can do what you want.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, and I mean, I can make my channel whatever I want to do here. I don't ever feature live music, and until today, and I'm gonna have them. They're gonna sing a couple songs.
Good luck to me.
Now we don't know. We've never tried this before on here. Aaron set it up. Aaron's over here hanging out, and he set this up. And so we're gonna try and get them to sing a couple songs here. If it works. Aaron's going to work though, right?
It's gonna work.
Are they blockers? They're not blockers.
No.
Okay, so why don't you guys go get tuned up, and
Yeah.
what are you going to do first, you think?
Whatever you want.
Well, you can go figure it
You
out.
want to
Yeah.
do a live? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Figure it
good.
out.
Okay,
Right.
so, yeah.
We got a super chat question. Maybe something you can answer after.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally answer that. Oh, some people have asked me about the vocal mic.
Yeah.
The vocal mic with Carmen on that recording was a very inexpensive Audio Technica
3050.
3050 or 3060.
Can't remember.
It was a tube mic. And pretty much Carmen clips every mic.
I'm gonna try not to clip this mic.
And hopefully Carmen doesn't clip this mic here. So, but I guess we're gonna see here in a second. They're tuning up. Let's see here. Looks like they can hear them.
Can you hear him?
Should be
Yeah.
able to.
Why not use a dynamic? We did use dynamics too, but this mic sounded killer for her. We tried all different types of mics, and Carmen, you know, on some of the recordings we used a 58, where she just held the microphone in front of the speakers and sang like that. That was kind of Carmen's thing that she did. No clipping, no lag. Okay, great.
Is that song available for purchase anywhere?
No, not yet, but it could be.
That's funny.
We're going to talk about that.
BreakBeato.com.
It will be available.
All right. Whenever you're ready, let's turn this down.
Okay, so can I go over to the other camera?
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so
Technology.
can you guys hear them? Play for a second, Brian. Play a few chords. Wow. Okay.
Hit?
I think that works. And I'm turn off my mic. What do I have to do? Hit this?
Yep.
What are you guys gonna play?
We're gonna play Alive or I'm Alive.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Good luck to us.
Carmen and Brian.
Well, I'm the queen of catastrophe, the fated spade card. In your deck of hearts, I squint my eyes at the dealer, he hesitates. I can't let my secrets out, keep a straight face and calm the noise of this dead-ridden hand. I'm trying not to fall, trying not to fall. Wrestling time. I consciously rewind the second hand, try to find the hour. I realize I'm alive, yeah. Always try to comprehend as the odds of fate start to wage. The odds of change make me feel alive. Oh, the voices are screaming out. It happens now. Don't get weighed down and fade away. Wrestling time. I consciously rewind the second hand, try to find the hour. You realize I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I've got a story to tell. Well, I've got a story to tell you. You can put me in a box, I break through the window, throw me down, I fight for my life. I'm alive, wrestling time. I consciously rewind the second hand, trying to find the hour. You realize I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, here I go. I throw by the light, and I realize I'm alive, yeah.
Amazing. Great. Brian, we have a couple questions about the two capos.
Yeah. So
Okay.
capo on 2, full capo, and a cut capo on 4. I don't even know where that came from. Just one day, I think I found a cut capo and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, I wonder what happens when I play behind the capo while it's a cut capo. So that was, yeah, and it was actually, there was one other song that I did with cut capo as well,
What was
The
it?
Body Given. That was another
Oh,
song,
yeah.
but it was like for 2 songs out of our set.
I was
Figured
one
there
that was
needed to
like, stepping out of the body
Yeah.
given. Oh man, that was a cool song.
I figured we needed, if we had one song with the cut capo, we needed a second song to justify its existence.
That's awesome.
You guys want to play like Beckon or something like that, or
Yeah, give me another second to
Even without the cello, it's cool.
or what were you gonna do? What else are you gonna do?
Beckon's okay.
Yeah.
Beckin, that's fine.
Or wait, what did you play something else
We
before?
didn't change nothing to.
Oh, you can do
And I
change
mean,
nothing.
But Beckon's cool.
Yeah,
I
do
like that
Beckon.
song.
Hold on, I'm gonna come back to this camera here for a second. Let's see here. How do I do this here? There we go. So that last song was called "I'm Alive," and then this song is called "Beckon."
There's some of the first songs too that we
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
played for you, Rick, back in the day. Remember?
Yeah. Amadeo, what's up? Love that tuner. You have it as well. That's the he's using the strobe tuner. You know, I had a strobe tuner in the studio, and I had to get rid of it because none of the bands
Oh,
could
I have a
figure out how to
story
use
about
it.
That's what made me become a man, was working in the studio with Rick Beato trying to use a strobe tuner, and like Rick being like, "Dude, your B string's out, man. Come on." I've tried it, and if you haven't used one before, and it's your first time using it, it's not the most fun thing for a guitar player. But it's the best tuner available. Like it's just so much more in tune with it than standard tuners. I think I'm always good.
Let's see here. So, anyways, my guitar's a little tricky to tune too. Brian's playing on my guitar because the B string rides a little sharp. Renzo said, "You guys survived 2 takes, Beato." After 2 takes, I'm like, "All right, you're out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it."
Ricky
He
used to always be
knows,
like,
yeah.
"That sounds great if you like crap."
Okay, so
That's funny.
are you guys?
Oh, it is funny.
Is that B string still a little sharp?
See?
See? You bring out the dancers, exactly.
That's that one we're
There
doing,
it
right?
is.
Yeah, so my guitar is tricky though. It's those old Gibsons are like that, where the B string kind of rides sharp. Oh, you see our other camera right here. The iPhone is the other camera, and then you can see Aaron back there. Aaron doesn't like being in the
Yeah,
shot.
he's like quick to move, buddy.
There we go. Okay, so this song's called Beckon. Hold on, wait. What do I have to do? Mute my mic.
Yeah.
I close my run me down, down. My body's breaking, I feel it around me, I feel it around me. Where do you go when the dark calls you out, beckons by name? Where do you go? Where do you go? 'Cause lonely only blows over you and you. Oh God, oh, it's in the loneliest things we can do. I feel that I'm breathing. Where do you go when the dark calls you out, beckons by name? Where do you go? Where do you go? No, 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 no. Hey, make me easy. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Hey, Cause it's in the lonely. Cause it's in the lonely.
Woo! Wow.
Can I come sit back?
Yeah, come back, sit down, Carmen. Yeah, sorry about the battery thing. The battery, it went down to 10% battery on my iPhone there.
Okay,
Right-
well,
right
it's
at the
good.
very
It's
end.
good. It made it. It made it. Yeah, it's like the mics. I wear out the mics, wear out the batteries.
Yeah, Carmen would always destroy every mic. That mic, that Audio Technica mic, was the one mic that Carmen wouldn't destroy. So, anyways, if anybody, moderator just handled this. Come on, dude. Saw those claps.
Yeah.
By the way, you can see that we're all in our. They're making fun of the Beato attire.
Yeah,
The
I
black
told him my
t-shirt-
t-shirt. I needed a t-shirt.
The black
too.
t-shirts and jeans.
Oh yeah.
I did not tell them at all.
Just knew.
They do black t-shirts and jeans. It's what else you?
He used to wear the big, like the black boots too. Now, I'm in sneaks today, but
I mean, what are you supposed to wear, right?
yeah.
Anyways, you guys can see. By the way, I have my merch here, so you can go to my store, and if you want your Everything Music T-shirt, this is what they look like. Oh, and the modes of the double harmonic minor, major scale that you guys need to learn. You want to play some Ultra Phrygian and be cool. That song was actually in Ultra Phrygian. You don't know. It sounded like it was in D, but it was actually D altered Phrygian. So this
know
is
that if you had bought the
you.
mug.
Yeah.
If you'd bought this mug in my store, you would know that. So I expect you all to go out there and
They know I've had like no musical training at
so
all, right?
Carmen's had no musical training. So Carmen, when's the last time you really sang? How many years ago has it been?
It was the last time I was here, so
So Carmen
How long
came and
ago?
did this EDM track. We did this EDM track together with a DJ from.
Australia.
Who said shameless plugs? Alexander, guess what? I'll give you a shameless plug. How about this? How about that?
Do you
Now
say
you gotta
boom?
show the other mug.
There's a shameless plug, bro. There's a shameless plug for you. You want it? You want another shameless plug?
Ouch!
Boom.
I'll give you a shameless plug. I just got it.
You're
Aaron
so,
just
you're
Aaron.
so harsh. That's
What do
so
you mean?
funny. You're booming. I like that.
So I would have coffee in it, and I would take a drink. Next time, I will have coffee in it, and I will take a drink. With any shameless plug, I'll give you a shameless plug. Boom!
Bandhammer injuries, come this way, please.
Man, shameless plug. God. Anyway, so maybe play one more song. I'm gonna play one more song for you here off the recording. This is one of their old demos.
Which one are you gonna play?
I don't know. I thought "Corner of My Eye," something up tempo like that.
Ooh, that one's kind of creepy. Yeah, I like.
Okay, so this is Double Down, You're Dead to Me. Okay, so this is a song called "Corner of My Eye" that they didn't even remember I played it for them yesterday. But they said, "Oh, I remember that song."
Yeah, Rick has some archives.
I have the archives. Okay, so here we go. Check it out.
What I'd give to see 10 years down the road. Hell, I'd give everything. I'm at my ends, cut loose, and I need something to take hold of. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw the devil sitting on my shoulder. Listen very hard, the truth will wander us alive. I dream of putting down the pious piper, flashes the faces of my men, and I still pray for all of them. Never, never need to ask why. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the devil sitting on my shoulder, the right side. And on my face calms me down. The air in my nose settles the sound. Should I try to be more? Do I stand for something higher, higher, higher? Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the devil sitting on my shoulder, oh, stalking my life, my life, my life. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the devil, oh, sitting on my shoulder, the left side.
That was I-9. So anyways, thank you all for watching here. I want to thank Carmen and Brian for coming in.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm talking about coming out of retirement to do some recording with them. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the only thing I'd come out of retirement for.
You guys convince him to do it, okay?
But we're trying to figure out how to put out some music and really appreciate you guys tuning in today. So once again, thank you all. Thank you guys.
Thank you. This is awesome. It's fun.
And if anyone was band hammered and are mad about it, you can write to me.